Hello friends, hope you are well. As you may be aware, NBN announced major upgrades to the Australian National Broadband Network infrastructure project that is billions over budget, late and half-assed. So all in all, a positive start in the grand scale of things. After all, the scale of the universe eating a whole cake or one slice is a very little difference. This month, NBN announced and tried to explain the next steps in the upcoming upgrades. In today's video, we're going to analyze what's going to happen, what may happen, and discuss the cost per premises. So welcome to the Dirt Report, midweek edition. If you like this video, then make sure to tap that like button. If you would like to see more, then please consider subscribing and supporting this channel. Also, if you want online privacy, watching American, French, Japanese, Netflix, watching overseas sports streams, then check out ExpressVPN. You can get 3 months free when you choose the annual plan with a special link below. And of course, it helps to support this channel. So let's roll the intro. $2.9 billion has been earmarked for this project. Fibre to node customers are expected to get connected to full fibre into their homes. But it's not that simple, unfortunately. The way a fibre to the node premise qualifies for an upgrade has been set up to accept a large number of applicants, and maybe that's a good thing and maybe not. Unlike a business, connections who require contractual commitments and usage amounts, premises which are your everyday kind of people only require to be on a speed plan that their line is unable to fully attain. This is called on-demand fibre upgrade scheme and has set such a low bar for NBN Co, it could be outdated with the requests to upgrade. But that's not what they are expecting, apparently. Stephen Roos said, to be clear, there's been some misunderstanding. I saw in the media that we're expecting everybody to buy gigabit services. We're not. We're expecting everybody to buy higher speed services than they have today. And that worries me, as there is also a side campaign via RSPs to get customers to upgrade to higher speeds. So the first question I would like to propose to you is, do you think the upgrade is a scheme to get you to pay more for the net few years with the promise of fibre somewhere in the future? It's sure starting to smell like a bit of a pre-order with no insight. At least the delays have not been as soul-crushing as Cyberpunk 2077. So how can you qualify? Well, NBN Co said to qualify, you only need to be a single speed tier above your current plan, and that qualifies you as a residential customer for an upgrade. NBN Chief Customer Officer Brad Whitcomb said the customers would need to order a speed that they would not achieve on their existing technology, so that's the basic premise of this. Very basic. He continued, if someone was on fibre to the node rated at 60 megabits a second and they're on the NBN 50 plan but would prefer to be on the NBN 100, then they would be a candidate for an on-demand model because we couldn't deliver them the service that they wished on the current network. Surprise! Pretty simple, right? Well, yeah, I say that in a very unsarcastic way. It's actually very simple. Almost too simple. Now, comments have flown around. If your speeds are too poor to even hit 50 and you're on the 50 down plan, then potentially you could qualify. But it's not confirmed, and if you really want to be sure, you would need to jump up a plan to the 100 down. The cost is certainly not insignificant either. The plans that give you higher speeds are not cheap, and it is yet unknown how long you'll have to stay on this plan before you actually get the upgrade, as there have been no minimum contract terms set by NBN Co. But RSPs can potentially set some. The second question to you is, would you downgrade your plan once you get fibre or stay on it? NBN Co is aware you could play the system and has thought of only letting you downgrade in times of financial hardship. Rue said there has been no measure written in place just yet. But let's move on to the cost per premise discussion. The $2.9 billion ruse works out to be about 200,000 premises, and that to me is pretty darn low number. Here's what Stephen Rue said. What the $2.9 billion gives you is that there's a little bit of home wiring, but let's ignore that for the moment. Basically, the build out of 2 million premises with fibre to the node to outside the street, and then there is a build of around 200,000 lead-ins for people who choose higher speed tiers. And we have modeled that to be about 1,500 per lead-in. So what's happening is they're getting the fibre to the street, but then you have to request that higher speed and get it connected into your home. So with some napkin math, we can work out that to upgrade a premises, it will cost around $2,800, which is a much more palatable amount compared to the quotes from the Technology Choice program that some people have got. Now, it doesn't seem like much, right? But the original connection of fibre to the node cost around $2,300 per premise. And then you add the new $2,800 to the upgrade and you're looking at $5,100. Now, if we look back at NBN's past reports, they said the cost of fiber to the premises outright, no upgrade, just brand new connection, is $4,400. And I'm sure you don't need a calculator to work out doing it right the first time would have been a whole lot cheaper. What's left to think about is, when do we apply? How long do we apply for? And will we ever get a confirmation? Are we going to be amongst the lucky 2 million who can then apply and be lucky 200,000 who gets lead-ins into their home and get the upgrade? On things to note is NBN Co said half of these will be a regional area, which is an interesting promise and premise, because that means only about 100,000 people will get upgraded to fiber in the next couple of years. On that bombshell, I bid you adieu. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think below. I'm always in the comments. I'm always chatting to people, so I'll chat to you there. Have a great week. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch you all in another one. Bye!